Mann Ki Baat says success of the COVID vaccination program displays India's capability. Union Minister Karba Chat visits site for proposed river port terminal in Dibrugarh. Various political parties campaign fiercely as dates for the upcoming by-elections in Assam draw closer. Meghalaya Tax Minister assures to examine reduction of fuel taxes in the state. And in T20 Cricket World Cup, India to take on Pakistan today. Bangladesh sets a target of 172 for Sri Lanka in today's first match. A very good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin from the studios of DDK Guwahati. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj. And now the stories in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio and talked on various issues. Modi said the success of the COVID vaccination program displays the capability of India. He added that the figure of 100 crore vaccine doses might be huge, but there lacks of inspirational stories behind it. The Prime Minister also spoke about the 3 competitions that are going to be held to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sardar Patel on 31st of October. He further reiterated the words of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who made history by addressing the United Nations in Hindi. Speaking about the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Modi urged people to pledge against using single-use plastic, and then cleanliness should not only be limited to homes. Finally, he reminded the people to be vocal for local during the festive season and support local artisans and weavers.
मतलब वोकल फॉर लोकल, आप लोकल खरीदेंगे तो आपका त्योहार भी रोशन होगा और किसी गरीब भाई बहन, किसी कारीगर, किसी बुनकर के घर में भी रोशनी आएगी। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है जो मुहिम हम सब ने मिलकर शुरू की है, इस बार त्योहारों में और भी मजबूत होगी। स्वच्छता के प्रयास।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah today inaugurated a new campus of Indian Institute of Technology Jammu amid tight security arrangements. The new campus of IIT Jammu, built at a cost of Rs 210 crore, has all the modern facilities for the students. It is a state-of-the-art research center to cater to students of various disciplines and is meant for research and development. Later, the Union Home Minister addressed a grand rally at Bhagwati Nagar area in Jammu. The minister further stated that 12,000 crore worth of investment has already come to the Union territory, and the government aims at a total of Rs 51,000 crore by the end of 2022.
मैं नाम लेना नहीं चाहता, ये 3 परिवार वाले जो शोषण करे हैं ना सालों तक, आपका करे या नहीं करे, ये मजाक उड़ाते थे। कौन आएगा यहाँ? ये मोदी जी का कमाल है, 12,000 करोड़ का।
Union Minister of Port, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush, Harbananda Khonwal, today visited the site for the proposed cargo terminal, tourist jetty and riverfront development projects near Bogibal Bridge in Dibrugarh. He held a meeting with the stakeholders on the occasion to commence fast implementation of the work. Khonwal said that the Shipping Ministry along with the NF Railway are taking necessary steps to bring back Dibrugarh's lost glory as a major river port of the country. He said this integrated plan to speed up cargo movement on the Brahmaputra will also open up employment avenues and provide a global market access for the local products. He further added that the Act East policy of Prime Minister Modi has transformed the Northeast into a connectivity hub.
এটা সময়ত গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ ৰিভাৰ পোৰ্ট হিচাপে খ্যাত আছিল, অৰ্থাৎ ডিব্ৰুগড় মোহনা ঘাটৰ পৰাই।
With the dates of the by-election in the state drawing closer, campaigning in Assam has reached new heights. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma was seen rallying in Gosaigao and Bhawanipur today for its BJP candidate. Meanwhile, Gana Suraksha Party candidate Brajendranath Deka carried out door-to-door campaigning, whereas leaders of the Congress and other opposition parties also took part in different rallies in various constituencies. Observing the fourth day after Purnima in the month of Kartika by Hindu women, the First Lady of Assam, Prem Mukhi, organized the Karba Chat celebration at Raj Bhavan in Guwahati today. On the auspicious occasion, the women participating in the celebration carried out puja rituals and katha was heard by the ladies. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma's wife, Riniki Bhuya Sharma, and Assam Minister Piyush Hazarika's wife, Aimi Borua too joined in the celebration.
भाग्य समझती हूँ कि राजभवन के प्रांगण में आकर आपने सम्मान बढ़ाया है। आज कार्तिक मास की चतुर्थी तिथि है और करवा चौथ का पावन पर्व है। आज का दिन सभी सुहागन बहनों के लिए बहुत महत्व रखता है।
सर्वप्रथम आज मैं समस्त नारी शक्ति का नमन करता हूं। करवा चौथ के इस पावन अवसर पर असम की अपनी सभी बहनों और माताओं को शुभकामनाएं अर्पित करता हूं। परमपिता परमात्मा से प्रार्थना करता हूं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today greeted all Indo-Tibetan Border Police ITBP personnel on its raising day. Talking to his Twitter handle, Modi said from dense forest in Arunachal Pradesh to the icy heights of the Himalayas, ITBP personnel have answered the nation's call with utmost dedication. He added that their humanitarian work during times of disaster is noteworthy. In Meghalaya, Tax Minister James P.K. Sangma has assured that the government will examine to reduce the tax on petrol and diesel in the state. Talking to the media, Sangma said there are some factors which can be mitigated and others which the state government has no control over. He observed that there are multiple factors which contributes to the rise of fuel prices and the government is sympathetic to the plight of the public in this regard. It may be recalled that the state government in February this year had reduced the tax on petrol and diesel by ₹2 per litre. In the T20 Cricket World Cup, India will take on arch rivals Pakistan in their first group game today in Dubai. India skipper Virat Kohli told the media that the focus of Indian team is to play well in the World Cup. In today's first match, Bangladesh set a target of 172 for Sri Lanka in Sharjah. Batting first, Bangladesh scored 171 for the loss of 4 wickets. In reply, Sri Lanka were at 148 runs for the loss of 4 wickets till the last reports came in. Meanwhile, in the opening match of Super 12 stage of the tournament yesterday, Australia defeated South Africa by 5 wickets in Abu Dhabi, and in the second match, England crushed defending champion West Indies by 6 wickets in Dubai. In Meghalaya, the local residents of border villages under Pilakata cluster held a peace rally to protest against the give-and-take policy and to demand urgent settlement of border disputes between Meghalaya and Assam at Ribhoi. The peace rally witnessed the participation of people living in the border villages and included the Khasi, Karbi, Garo and Rabha tribes. They collectively expressed their disappointment on the recent visits of the 2 regional committee members on the issue of border settlement. They also demanded that Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma should visit and inspect the border villages personally. Keeping in view the upcoming festivals, Centre has asked states and union territories not to let down their guards against COVID-19. In a letter, Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan asked for strict enforcement of laid down guidelines for allowing festivities in a cautious, safe and COVID-appropriate manner. No mass gathering should be allowed in areas identified as containment zones and in districts reporting more than 5% COVID-19 test confirmation rates. He said necessary directions should be issued adequately in advance by the concerned state governments for practicing cautions during the festivities. Gatherings that are allowed with advance permission and a limited number of people should be closely monitored, and in case of violations of COVID-appropriate behavior, necessary enforcement and penal actions should be taken. Now in the COVID update from across the nation. More than 101 crore 10 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Health Ministry said over 77 lakh 40,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours. India reported more than 16,000 new cases during the last 24 hours, with which India's active caseload now stands at over 1,72,000. Meanwhile, the recovery rate currently stands at 98.17%, the highest since March last year. Over 16,000 people have recovered in the last 24 hours, while the total recoveries crossed the 3 crore 35 lakh mark. However, 561 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. In the COVID scenario in the northeast, Arunachal Pradesh has a total of 142 active cases, followed by 54,667 discharge cases. The dead account for 280. Reporting 2,621 active cases, Assam has a caseload of 5,98,515 released cases. The tally for the dead is 5,967. Manipur has 961 active cases, 1,20,361 released cases. The death toll is 1,907. Weighed down by 695 active cases, Meghalaya has 81,184 released cases, while the death toll touched 1,443. In Mizoram, the number for active cases is 8,943, followed by 1,07,911 cured cases. The count for the dead is 407. Embroiled with 250 active cases, Nagaland has a total of 30,778 released cases. The dead account for 679. Sikkim has 195 active cases, while the discharge cases touched a total of 31,279. The death toll is 394. Finally, Tripura records a total of 101 active cases, 83,467 cured cases, while the death toll stands at 816. In Nagaland, in a joint collaboration by Jaluki Battalion of Assam Rifles and the local youths from Menamatsi village carried out restoration of damaged road at Jaluki town in Peren district. In the past, 2 similar events have been witnessed. To end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Modi in his Mann Ki Baat says success of COVID vaccination program displays India's capability. Minister Sarbananda Sonowal visits site for proposed river port terminal in Dibrugarh. Various political parties campaign fiercely as dates for the upcoming by-election in Assam draws closer. Meghalaya Tax Minister assures to examine reduction of fuel taxes in the state. And in T20 Cricket World Cup, India to take on Pakistan today. Bangladesh sets a target of 172 for Sri Lanka in today's first match. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.